Welcome back to Retro Rewire. My name is JJ, and this time we are in Kobe, Japan, and we're here at Axe. I believe this is like a local game shop, but anyhow, they have a display case right out front, and that's where we're gonna start things. Gonna kick things off here, and a lot of cool stuff in here, I gotta say. And this one I found, this shop I found by accident, but here we have this Sega Mega adapter for the Mega Drive, which allows you to play the Mark III Master System games, and a few multi-taps and controllers. And as I was saying, I just kind of accidentally stumbled onto this, so I had to film. We have this PC Engine arcade stick for 4,200, which I actually found at a hard off for about less than half of that. And a few other PC Engine stuff. We even have a PC Engine GT in the back there. And then we have our Famicom games with a few plushies, and then especially that Capcom arcade stick for the Super Famicom. I hear a lot of great things about that. And then our Super Famicom games. Look at that cover to Rushing Beat. Freaking awesome. Actually, all those covers are great, from the Kirby to the Dragon Quest. And then we have Total Recall and a Super Nintendo North American edition. That Total Recall is actually the North American copy. And then we have like these hoary controllers for the Famicom, and a few other funky Famicom controllers, which I kind of do like seeing, like all these weird controllers. There's so many of them. And then we have a twin Famicom there with some Goomba plushies. But what else do we got here? Yep, right here we go. A little kind of like a display area, which something like this is only in Japan. I don't think the owner there, I don't think she has anything to worry about, people like taking off with this display, but kind of interesting there. But anyhow, let's go ahead and make our way inside the shop and see all the wonders that are in stock. Now, one of the things that I noticed right off the bat is that her decor here, which is freaking awesome. Look at all these Famicom boxes. It really gives a vibe to the whole shop. And it's not something that you're really going to see at a franchise store like a Hard Off or a Surugaya. And here's another display case, which we will get to. But first, let's take a look at this other case that has your disk system games as well as Famicom games, which I think maybe she was just the owner. Perhaps she was just a big fan of like Famicom, because that's what I noticed that she had the most of in stock. But I hear a lot of good things about this Lupin the Third game for 1,800, which I recently picked up a top loader AV Famicom. However, I'm not sure if I will keep it. But here we have some more decor there. So awesome! I really like that. And then look at all this goodness just kind of hanging out, all these handheld games. And here's where you really want to look carefully, because you just never know what you're going to find, and sometimes you might find these things at a good deal, especially at a shop like this. I ended up picking up a couple of games for the N64, but the Game Boy is something that I've been recently playing more and more of. And she also had a lot of these like little toy figurines, which is always nice to see. Look at all this stuff. Kind of a little thing that I like to buy, these little smaller ones. And then we have, look at this, the Mega Man stuff, Mega Man X in the back there, and they're kind of funky designs, which kind of gives more to their appeal, at least for me. And more Famicom stuff, Super Famicom, and PlayStation Vita there. Vertical Force for 1,800. I've been seeing a lot of that game, and it's one that I would really like to play. How good is it? I don't know, but freaking Virtual Boy. That's the hurdle to playing that Vertical Force. But all sorts of little toy stuff, which is, I guess that's always fun to see, to deck out the room. Although, for a smaller room like mine, I don't really want to go too overboard with that stuff. But I do like how she had that all set up there with all those Kirbys. And we got a Batman and Robin figurine. That would have been interesting to see up close and personal. And then we have our boxed Super Famicom stuff. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. A lot of what I do here on the channel is just kind of hit up retro gaming shops in Japan and just show you guys what all they have in stock. And then we have PC Engine stuff here. Super CD-ROM. Freaking love that system. Freaking awesome. And then we have a computer there. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? I'm not sure if I got a good shot of it, but we have some Sega Mark III. It's an NEC PDS KD551. That's some kind of NEC computer. But anyhow, Sega Master System games there. And then we have some Saturn controllers. That one in the back is kind of crazy. Look at all those buttons that it has. I actually never seen that one, huh? I wasn't paying attention when I was actually there, because I actually stumbled upon this shop quite late. But look at that, 3,500 for Rockman 8 on the Saturn. That's a crazy deal. Crazy. And then we have, what do we have? More random Sega stuff and some N64. Which I mentioned that I recently got an N64 for free, and I ended up picking up 2 Star Wars games for the N64. And then we have some more funky Mega Man statues there. I believe that's, what, Mega Man X? And some PlayStation titles, yes. And more N64. What did I get? Shadows of the Empire and Rogue Squadron. 2 great games. And then we have our loose Mega Drive games there, Landstalker, and our boxed games, and of course Landstalker as well, boxed. Not sure what that game that says Cop on it. It looks like some Mahjong game. I don't know. We have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That's the one that really sticks out. The rest of the stuff just seems to be, I don't want to say shovelware, but maybe shovelware. And our boxed N64 goods here. Now this shop was actually quite small, but definitely I wish I could have spent a little bit more time, but like I said, I hit it up a little bit late in the day. And then this display case, it has the most MSX computers that I've seen in ever, I think. But she had all the flavors from all the big manufacturers. And I wonder which one is reputed as being the best. Maybe the Sony one or the Panasonic? Casio, perhaps? And we had this shirt kind of hanging out up above, Game Boy Alleyway, with this Ninja Slayer figurine. I'm not really sure what that's about, but kind of an interesting looking one. And then we have what, Super Famicom little cases there that are bagged up, although they are close to the light. And then we have the Power Glove. You know, having the product up close to the light usually results into some kind of sun fading type of damage. And they also had quite a bit of these retro guides, which I only have the Ghouls and the Goblins, Ghosts and Goblins guide, Makaimura. But that Super Mario Bros. 3 one would be kind of cool framed. And then we have this Sharp computer, and up above a PC Engine. Pretty cool with the Game Gear, but yeah, just a small little shop, but definitely worth visiting, and it's near the main station out in Kobe. But anyhow, next episode we're going to continue on with our Kobe adventure, and we're going to be hitting up the Surugaya, which is actually not too far from Akse, so keep a lookout for that. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name is JJ, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Ciao.